Dear students, I'd like to tell you the concept of first reference. What do you mean by first reference as hero and the action person as hero? Now, whenever we create a story and we have two, three characters in a story, and we want to, the first person we will identify or we will refer to will be considered as our hero. Is it clear? So remember that whenever you write a story and you want to write the first person will be considered as the hero. Number two, I want to also tell you, please don't confuse names. Don't add so many names that the person who is reading it may confuse who's your real heroes. Please don't do that. If you do that, then there's a possibility that the reader, the psychologist may read that you are confused who's the real hero. So if you write one person, like for example X, you write X was this, X and his friends we can write, but X, Y, Z, if you write two, three characters, there is a possibility that they may get confused who's your real hero. And in case you differ qualities with all the three, then he'll be utterly confused. And if he will be confused as a reader, he will consider the writer confused as a writer. So please don't create confusions. Take one character and write, because very clearly the psychologist has told you that take one character and write him as a hero and go ahead with it. Number two. Number two point which is very important is that whenever you create an action of that person, don't try to show him as a very weak or a silly or a person asking for help from others. Now tell me, do you think that the hero should help or should ask for help? You all will agree should help, not ask for help. So when you create a character and you make him such a weak character that he is asking for help, it sounds unlikely for a leadership role. Am I right? It doesn't match. It doesn't match a leader's credentials. So please try not to be the weakling via your story writing also. Of course, you will also agree that if I ask you a question and you will say that I'm going to ask my father, so tell your father to join the armed forces, why you? So of course, so when you want to do it now, you've grown up enough because you've come ahead for the career. So now you should take your decision. I agree. You should inform your parents, but not take every decision from him. Because I'm asking you simple decisions for your measurement, not for your father's measurement. So please understand that. So try to make a hero who's actively working on that way. Is it clear? I hope that is clear. I'll elaborate more. That is, in your hero creation, whenever you do this, don't, like for example, there is a fire in a house, and you will show that the character, he immediately called the fire brigade, he called the other people. Now what are you doing? You're showing panic disorder. What should your hero do? Your hero should go there and try to find what is the fire about. Try to control it. Of course, I am not against calling the fire brigade. But that should not be the first thing in his mind. You should try to solve it if it is small. Suppose it's only a few newspaper which is on fire, you're not going to call the fire brigade, right? You're going to douse it by yourself. You're going to take water and put it off. Or if it is electricity fire, you're going to switch off the main switch and use dust or all those moram and sand and try to douse the fire. So what you're trying to do is that if you're looking helpless by a character, you are also helpless. So this is the last warning which I'm trying to tell you, that please develop your confidence of taking an action. We are not taking you to a battlefield suddenly. We are asking you simple questions from your day-to-day life. And in your day-to-day life, you should be able to decide, able to solve them, rather than, panicking or calling for help from outside help. We want you to be self-confident. We want you to be understanding this point that whenever you get a situation, your reaction should be of bravery, of confidence to solve the situation, not panic that you start calling others. Yes, in case the fire is big, you are fully entitled to call the fire brigade, but before that you have to handle the situation to a reasonable limit. Am I right? So that is how your emergency situations are going to go. Is it clear? That is all. Thank you very much for all the parents, and thank you very much